Have you ever wondered what it takes to build a floating city from the ground up? Well, today we're doing a deep dive into the whole creation story of the new Star Princess, Princess Cruises' latest and greatest Sphere-class ship. We're going to go from the very first steel plates laid in the shipyard all the way to the first passengers stepping on board. You know, this quote right here just gets right to the heart of it. A new ship isn't just a product launch. It's the beginning of thousands, maybe millions, of dream vacations. It's all about the promise of adventure that a ship like the Star Princess represents for every single person who steps on deck. All right, so here's our roadmap for today. We're going to start with how this incredible floating city was born. Then we'll get into the design choices that make the whole experience what it is. After that, we'll look at the final, frantic countdown to launch, and finally, we'll hop aboard for its very first voyage. Let's kick things off right at the beginning. Turning a pile of blueprints into a colossal ship is a massive feat of engineering, and it all starts with some numbers that are just, honestly, they're staggering. Let's start with this one, 4,300. That's the number of guests the Star Princess can welcome aboard. Just think about that for a second. That's the population of a small town, all living, eating, and exploring on a single vessel. And then there's the weight. We're talking nearly 178,000 gross tons. That's like what, over 30,000 elephants? And as the second of Princess's new, more efficient LNG-powered ships, it's a real heavyweight champion in every sense of the word. And to keep all those guests happy, you're going to need options. How about more than 30 unique restaurants and bars? Yeah, this isn't just about getting a meal, it's a whole culinary world floating out there on the ocean. And what's wild is how fast this all came together, less than 2 years from start to finish. It all began in December 2023 when the keel was laid. By September of 24, that massive hull touched water for the first time. Jump ahead 1 year, and after passing all its critical sea trials, Princess officially took delivery. And by October 2025, she was ready to go. But look, a ship this massive isn't just about big numbers. It's got to be about the experience. So let's dig into the details, the little things they designed to really make this ship shine for its passengers. To really craft the ship's vibe, Princess brought in some serious star power. You've got Matthew and Camilla McConaughey as the official godparents, and yeah, their tequila is featured on board. Then you have these amazing exclusive experiences from pop artist Romero Brito, master butcher Dario Cecchini, and sushi genius Makoto Okawa. It's all about creating a premium, totally unique atmosphere. You know what's really smart? The Star Princess is a perfect example of a company that actually listens to feedback. See, it's a sister ship to the Sun Princess, and they've already made some key upgrades. O'Malley's pub is bigger, the non-smoking section of the casino has more space, and that super popular Love by Brito restaurant, yep, more seating. They're not just resting, they're fine-tuning the formula. And the entertainment. Oh, it's getting a huge refresh. We're talking 2 brand new production shows, Meridian and Illuminate, hitting the main theater. The exclusive Spellbound by Magic Castle is back, but with a whole new twist. And get this, they're adding these unique candlelight concerts inside that stunning glass dome. Okay, so now let's talk about that final push. Getting a ship like this from a construction site to its first port of call is just a monumental human effort. It's filled with insane pressure and some really fascinating little stories. These are the final make-or-break hurdles. First, the ship absolutely has to pass its sea trials to prove it's safe and ready. Then comes the final outfitting. We're talking everything from hanging the art to stocking the silverware. Then the entire crew, all 1,500 of them, arrive for some intense training. And finally, the ship is officially handed over, signed, sealed, and delivered to its captain. And this is where you really see the human side of it all. You've got the dining team earning these prestigious certifications from the British Butler Institute. The brand new crew gets to know each other doing team building in the ship's own escape rooms. And my absolute favorite story, the head chef having to make a last-minute emergency run to a local mall for a KitchenAid mixer. It's those little, chaotic, real moments that bring a ship to life. So all that work, all that planning, all that chaos, it all leads to this one moment, the very first voyage. This is where the ship stops being a project and becomes a real home at sea for its first very excited guests. And that brings us right up to speed. On October 4th, the Star Princess officially started her career, casting off the lines in Barcelona with a ship full of passengers who were just buzzing to be the first to experience it all. And what an itinerary to kick things off. This 11-day journey is a greatest hits tour of the Mediterranean. From the history of Rome and Naples to the sunny coasts of Sicily and Spain, yeah, you can see why someone called it a dream itinerary. No kidding. And we're already getting those first real-time dispatches from the voyage. Apparently, the new pickleball court is an immediate, massive hit. The self-serve ice cream machines, a huge crowd pleaser, obviously. And of course, you have those little discoveries, like guests figuring out the International Cafe now closes at midnight. These are the small moments that start to define the character of a brand new ship. So after a debut like that, a spectacular first voyage, the journey is really just beginning. Which leads to the obvious question, what's next for the Star Princess? Well, the simple answer is everywhere. After this incredible inaugural season in the Mediterranean, she's going to cross the Atlantic for the warm waters of the Caribbean. And from there, she's repositioning to the rugged, breathtaking beauty of Alaska. This ship was built to see the world, and believe me, its maiden voyage is just chapter 1. A star born in Italy, now ready to sail the entire globe.